And hello to everybody. Hope everything is going well. Man, it's some good water. I just love water. Love water. Hope everybody's doing great. It's a great day. Thank you guys for stopping in. Jay Hunter Lee here. Just want to talk just a little bit, just have a little conversation with you guys. Uh, Hope you guys been doing great. Hope this week has been prosperous for you thus far and it's been very productive. Uh, I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are nice to one another. Hey, Gail Ward, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I hope you guys are doing great, man. This is a new day. Down here, we got like 80 something degrees, 86-degree weather in here in Florida. I'm imagining DC probably be in the upper 50s, somewhere in the low 60s. So you guys aren't that bad. So I know you guys have to break out the jackets. I don't think it's time for the I don't think it's time for the UGG boots yet, but you guys should be doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to have a conversation with you guys real quick. I'm going to talk about Ice Cube and saying hello to those who are watching right now, who are watching me right now on Twitter or Periscope, Twitter, same thing. Who's watching on my business page, on my Jay Hunter Lee business page, and those who are also watch me from YouTube right now. I'm on all those platforms right now as we're going live. So good afternoon, folks. Hope you that guys are doing great. I want to talk about Ice Cube. A lot of us black folk, man, we're mad with Ice Cube because of the Trump administration put a plan together for black people. And that plan, there's 75 there. Oh man, that's good, good. What's up, brother Ronald Smoot? That's brother Ronald Lott, man. What's up, fam? Techite right in the building. Oh, 75, that's good. That's good. So guys, listen, there's a lot of backlash from our black community, our black nation, our black international folks, in regards to Ice Cube, who went to, he kind of like struck out a deal, a contract with the 45, Donald Trump's administration. A plan to put in place for blacks in America should he be reelected. He put up, he's gonna be putting up, according to the contract. This is a contract. This is not verbal talk. And good to see you, Jap. This is not Shamika Hines. How you doing? I need to get some hand dances in with you. You got to come on down here to Florida so we can go dancing. That's right. Tech Ice forever, for life. So listen, folks. There's some backlash with them. He came up with a little organization. I can't think of the name of it. I had the name of it fresh in my head. I think it's CWBA, something like that. But it involves contracts. You strike a deal and you do a contract. Contracts are binding, most of them, and I'm assuming this is a binding contract that he had put in place. Ice Cube had put in place for blacks in America. According to the details, I don't have all of the details because I'm not, this podcast is not about all of the specific details, but just a couple of highlights. Well, one big highlight is the Trump administration is willing to put up $500 billion into the black community for jobs, black businesses. And when I say black businesses, I'm not talking black small black businesses or black small businesses. I don't like the term small business. I don't think we should be using that term. I think we should use businesses or big business. We want to think big because to me, we have enough small businesses, barbershops, your hair salons, your corner stores and things like that. Those are considered small business. When you're talking about a big business, you're talking about a business that can take you around the world. An international business. You know, like you have a real estate development business. That's what I have now. I started a real estate development business because I'm getting ready to build a city over near in the Egypt regions, Greece and everything like that. You know, Morocco. So as soon as they get this travel ban lifted, stuff taken care of, right? That's a big business. We haven't gotten started yet, but that's a big business. You're gonna soon see me going live with you guys, and I'm in Greece some damn where you see pretty soon. So I'm talking about big businesses, big corporations, enterprise. That's what we want. Not knocking small businesses. We still love your small businesses. I still need to come get my locks twisted. You know what I'm saying? I need my black small businesses as well, but that's not where we want to keep all of our focus. We want to keep our focus on thinking big. You know, think of a house. I showed a few people the house I'm going to be getting as soon as we start our project over there. The house is that's right. Take Ice for Life. You know, the house over there. The house that I'm going to get in Florida once we start our project overseas, the house is 12.5 thousand square feet. Has a pool in the yard. It's like a resort. It has a pool in the backyard, nice pool, jacuzzi. It has a boat dock for your boat, and it has its own little small private beach area in the backyard. Goes right out into the Gulf of Mexico. So few people saw it and say, "What are you gonna do with all that house? That house ain't too big." I see, that's the type of thinking we need to get rid of. I don't care if it's just me and my dog, and I got in 8 bedrooms. I got my relatives, my family, my siblings. See, when I buy things, when I look big, when I think big and do big things, I don't just think about me. I'm thinking about my family. But most people don't know that. They think I'm just like, oh, I'm getting all this big house for myself. Well, I am going to be the one living in it. But I have relatives coming in town to visit. They don't have to pay for a hotel. But nevertheless, why are we squawking about how big a house is for one person to live in? That ain't shit. See, I got one of the vendors that is going to be signing on with me. Is going to build over in the Egypt regions. They're going to be building me a 30,000 square foot house over there with a helicopter pad on the roof. And it's just me. So what? So you think big, folks. You go after the big things in life. You know, we don't know what life gives us after this physical body is gone. The spiritual world has something different for us. So I'm not going to go into metaphysics, but what I am going to share with you is that you have to understand something about thinking big. So here's what Ice Cube did. He did a deal with Trump. They came up with a agreement, and it's supposed to be on contract according to what Ice Cube discussed. And one thing that's a highlight for me is that they're willing to pour $500 billion into the black community for businesses and jobs. I ain't got no problem with that, right? I don't have a problem with that. I mean, do you guys have a problem with that? Let me give you a metaphor. Let's just say we're all on a ship. Our ship sank. There's not enough lifeboats to take all of us away to safety. All of us are now, the boat is gone underwater. The ship's gone underwater. All of us are sitting out there in the middle of the ocean. Some of us can swim good enough to hold the next man up. Some of us are on the verge of dying. They don't know how to swim, but they do have a life jacket because the boat issued all of us life jackets. So we're pretty much floating and helping each other float and try to find our way. We don't know which way is land, okay? We don't know which way is land because you don't see no land when you're in the middle of the ocean. That's how deep you be in the ocean. You don't see no land, right? So somebody knows that you are we're out in the ocean. Somebody knows this. So what they do, they contact the Democrats. hey, can you go out there and get my people out the water because they're getting ready to die? They're out in the middle of the ocean. They're dying. Please go rescue my people. The Democrat says, and I'm not saying this, and I'm not sharing this information to try to make any party better or look better than the other. But this is exactly what happened. This is a metaphor of exactly what happened in Ice Cube's situation. So the Democrat says, we'll address that after the election. Okay? But Ice Cube said, my people he needs help now. Down with the election. So what Ice Cube do is go to the Republicans. To black folks, the Republicans is the enemy. And the reason why they say they think the Republicans is the enemy is because biased media, majority manipulated by the Democrats, told them that the Republicans are the enemy. So they're programmed to think that the Republicans are the enemy. So Ice Cube goes to the enemy and says, listen, my people are over there dying in the middle of the ocean. Their boat sank. Please go get my people. And the Republican says, okay, well, where they at? Let's go. Let's make a deal happen. If it's going to be for votes, we'll do it for votes. If it's going to do to save lives, whatever the reason is, I don't care what the reason is for the Republicans to come out and save us with the ship, with their ship or with their raft or whatever. I don't care what the reason is. As long as they come out and save our asses out the water. You understand what I'm saying, folks? Let me put it to you this way. If you know anything about Wall Street, you would know this, that every time a job or a company lays people off, Wall Street, their stock on Wall Street goes up. Their shares goes up. And let's just say the company is not even public. Let's say it's private. It stays private. It's not on Wall Street. But it has a board, and the board members own shares of that company. Okay? So the shares of that company becomes more profitable when that company lay off people. Now, here's why I'm telling you this. It doesn't matter to the people on Wall Street or whoever owns shares of that company. It doesn't matter to them how they got those numbers up. They don't care. They don't care what that company did to increase those numbers. They only care about the bottom line. Did the bottom line go up, which the arrow will be green, or the bottom line go down, which the arrow will be red? They don't care about all the in-between. See, black folks, what we have a problem with, we are too busy stuck in the in-between. We focus too much on the in-between shit. You got to focus on the bottom line. You got to focus on the black and white. Stay out of the gray areas. Because you're focusing too much on, okay, yeah, they're going to do it for us, but why are they doing it though? Why are they doing it though? You're wondering that bullshit, and the people who don't care about that went and took your spot, and they're soaring while you're still sitting on the edge trying to figure it out. You understand, folks? I'm talking to you right now because I'm trying to help us change the way we're thinking. Change the way we're thinking. Gail, it is our time, but our time will never come if we're going to continue to think like slaves. Our time will not come unless we stop thinking like slaves. Let me tell you something about contracts, folks. So guess what? So the Republicans, they come to pull people out of the water. They got some action, and this person put them on contract that they're going to come and get you out of the water. So Ice Cube did the exact same thing. He went to the Democrats and says, can we talk about a deal or a plan for black people? They said, wait till after the election. Ice Cube said, we ain't got time to wait after no damn election. He went to the Republican. He went to Trump and them and said, look, you want to earn our votes? We need to know what is in it for black people. We want to know what plan do you have in place for black people? And part of that plan is they got it in the plan that they're going to pour $500 billion into the black community for jobs and black businesses to thrive or to start up. 500 billion. Does it matter who gave you the 500 billion? Because the people that you were told to hate is the one who stepped up and said that they'll do it. The other people that you love, that your parents, your friends, the mainstream biased media all told you to love, they didn't do shit. And then take a look at your history. Take a look at our history. Take a look at where we live as black people. And then ask yourself, who's actually running the town that we voted? Who do we vote for in living in the conditions that we're in our own communities? And it has been that way for over 57 years. That's the type of shit that you need to be thinking about. Not what the media tell you. The media's job is to give you only 12% information. Only 12. That's the media's job. Give you 12% of the information. That's it. If they give you 100% of the information, they don't make no money. Because 100% of the information is going to be 100% truth, 100% fact. They can't make no money off of that. You know why? Because we're not entertained by the facts. We're not entertained by the truth. We're entertained by drama. You know why we're entertained by drama? Because that's just who we are as black people. You have 40 and 50-year-olds gossiping on social media about Cardi B and her husband, Offset, with whatever his name is. How old is Cardi B? I don't think she's even 30 yet, is she? You just asked me, answer me this. Why the fuck was a 40 and 50-year-old is concerned about a young 20-something-year-old fucking a relationship or marriage? I ain't saying. I'm just saying. See, folks, we in this situation because we put ourselves in this situation. Just like the money that's in your bank account, you the one put it there. Donald Trump ain't put it there. Joe Biden ain't put it there. But your thinking put it there. Your income will shrink to the level of your thinking. That's a fact. You know why it's a fact? Because in order for your net worth to increase, you have to first increase your self-worth. You got to be worth more in order for you to earn more. Zig Ziglar said, if you do more than what you paid for, eventually you'll be paid more for what you do. So a lot of us getting mad at Ice Cube for striking a deal. Let me tell you something about contracts, folks. Did you know that everybody that you come to the table with to strike a deal with, a contract with, they are your enemy in business. They are in it to get something for themselves. You're in it to get something for yourself. So you have to have a contract to make sure that they ain't gonna fuck over you. You can be friends all day, but when you come to the table for business, they the enemy right now, buddy. You better believe that. It's about playing chess. See, the problem is the politicians y'all keep voting for, they playing chess with you while your ass is not even playing checkers. You playing Connect Four. That's why black folks are always going to be where we are. Always going to be where we are. Because we ain't even learned chess. We playing fucking Connect Four. I ain't even saying checkers. I'm saying Connect Four. That's a fact, Jack. So get the facts. See what Ice Cube's contract with Donald Trump is about before you start trashing this man. Now y'all calling him coon, y'all saying all this shit about him. You know damn well Ice Cube is no damn coon. When you see something like that, when you see that he struck a deal with someone that the media told you to be the enemy of, then you need to sit back and think about it and say, what type of deal did he strike? Let me deep dive. Get the facts. Get the facts. Now, the media and social media, Twitter, they said that Trump poured $500 billion into the black community. Okay, great. What else is in there? What else is in there? Do we have some land? We need land. We don't need real estate. I mean, we don't need buildings and shit. We need land. See, with land, you can do whatever you want to do with the land. We want land also. 500 billion is great, but where's the land? Do we have land? Is land included in this contract? We don't know. So my message to you right now, folks, get the facts. We are so quick to judge each other as black people without no damn facts. No damn facts. And then when the facts come out, none of you a-holes. No, I don't talk like that. Let me tell it the way I want to tell it. None of you assholes come back out and say I was wrong for misjudging and I jumped to the conclusions. You allow accusations to manipulate your thinking. That's why you're fucking poor and raggedy right now, because you won't get the facts. You won't study. You won't open no books. You won't read nothing. Whatever the media is telling you to do, you do. However the media tell you to think, you think. And that's your fault. It's your fault. All the man did was struck up a conversation and came up with it. The Democrats didn't want to talk to him. Wait till after the election. First of all, why the hell do you need to wait after the elections? If you're a Democrat, why do you need to wait till after the election where black folks been voting Democrat for 57 years? That means that you really don't have anything for black people? What is your plan for black people? Neither one of them had a plan. Neither Biden or Trump had a plan for black people. Until Ice Cube came in the picture and tried to bring both of them to the table, and one rejected them and one did. Come to the table with them and said, hey, let's pour $500 billion in there for your people to get jobs and build businesses. You mad at that? Come on, man. You mad at that? Folks, let me tell you something about us black people. This is a fact, folks. We are tribal people. We are tribal people. That's a good thing. But it also hurts us too. And the reason why it hurts is because when you have a tribe of people, when you have tribal people, they're easily to be manipulated. They're easily to become gullible. You understand what I'm saying, people? We're so gullible. So, folks, here's what a lot of people are doing. A lot of black folks. Y'all not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. And first of all, I'm independent. I don't belong to any party. I was raised Democrat, but 4 years ago, I just said, you know what? I need to be independent because this is some bullshit that's going on right now. Right? But let me tell you this. This is what I've been noticing. Black people, by huge numbers, are starting to walk away from the Democratic Party. You can call them whatever kind of name you want. But you need to ask them. You need to sit down and have a conversation and ask why. Don't get your emotions involved because you should not have no fucking emotions over in either party. That's one other mistake you're making. You sit back and ask why so many black folks are now all of a sudden walking away from the Democratic Party. And they're conscious black folks too. These are like no Uncle Toms and none of that shit. So you need to sit down and ask them why. Because they are walking away by the numbers. You need to figure out why. So I'm gonna ask you this question. If the Democrats didn't come to the table with Ice Cube, and the Republicans did, and the Republican says, we'll pour $500 billion into your community for jobs, create your own jobs, be business owners, small and big businesses. $500 billion. Are you mad at that? Yes, I would like to have more. I don't know what's in the contract that he did with them. I would love to have more. But to start with $500 billion, you know how Trump got his riches? His father left him $200 million. $200 million. That didn't make him amongst the richest in the world with $200 million. But he took $200 million and came up with $4.5 billion over time. He increased his money blueprint. We need to increase our money blueprint from $500 billion. I don't care who gave it to us. I don't care if China gave it to us. I don't care if the Russians gave it to us. But they gave it to us. So you got to start focusing on your bottom line, black folks. Because the people that you hate, the people that's been gentrifying you, the people that's getting richer while you're getting poor, those people focus on the bottom line. They don't care about how they got there. They focus on the bottom line. That's what you need to start doing, folks. When I used to sell cars at Waldorf Ford and Dodge. But predominantly white customers coming in that dealership. And they talk deals. And I started talking about numbers and stuff with them, the taxes, and they say, listen, let me stop you right there. I don't care about all of this. I just want to know what my bottom line is. How much am I paying walking out the door? That's all I want to know. And guess what, folks? I do business like that now. You know the type of people who do businesses like that? They're sharks. There are 4 personality traits that all of us have. But which ones are the strongest and which ones are the weakest? You have the shark, the dolphin, the urchin, and the whale. What are they? The shark, I'm going to start with the shark. The shark only want to know the bottom line. Cut out all the bullshit. What's my bottom line? Where are we? Are we doing it or are we not? What's the bottom line? What's my bottom line? How much am I paying walking out the door? How much are you going to make walking out the door? That's a shark. No time for bullshit. That's like the show Shark Tank. They want to know what the bottom line is. Then you have your whale. Your whale personality is the person who wants everybody to get along. Can we all just get along? Can we not fight? That's the whale personality. The dolphin personality is the dolphin. The dolphin wants to have fun. I don't care about all this, man. Just show me where we can go dance at. So we can get a drink or something in me. I want to have some fun, goddamn. And then you have the urchin. The urchin always want to know the facts. What are the facts? What are the details? They're analytical. You see what I'm saying? They're analytical. If you burp, they want to research what made you burp. That's the urchin. They want to know all the facts. They can get on your goddamn nerves because they like, I see that you just washed your car. Why did you use this rather than using that kind of wax? And they don't even know a damn thing about wax, but they want to know though. They want to know the facts. They want to know information. See, that's an urchin. My thing is, and if you categorize them by number, by most to least, you can say these things to yourself. Like, well, like myself, I would say, I'm a shark first, right? Then I'm an urchin. Then I'm a whale, and I'm a dolphin last. See, I want to have fun after all the important shit is done. See, I have fun last, but that's me. Everybody has their own personality traits in order like that. You have some people who might want to be who's a dolphin first. It might be a shark last. There are people like that, or you might be an urchin first and a dolphin second. So those are the four personality traits. Your shark, want to know the bottom line, black and white, right? Your urchin, always want to know the facts, want to get the data, want all the information. Your whale, want to be the one who wants everybody to get along, always want to try to make peace with everybody. And then your dolphin, want to have fun. Forget about all this other stuff. I'm trying to have a good time. So that can be something you work on yourself, folks, is work on your personality trait and figure out which ones are, what those personality traits fit in you. Which one from first to least, most to least, right? But in hindsight of all of this, folks, I don't have no problem with Donald Trump pouring $500 billion into the black community. I ain't got no problem with that. None whatsoever. If Osama bin Laden gave us $500 billion, I ain't got no problem with that. Saddam Hussein gave us $500 billion. I ain't got no problem with that. Vladimir Putin gave us $500 billion. I ain't got no problem with that. Kim, the president of North Korea, gave us $500 billion. I ain't got no problem with that. The problem I do have, though, is if we fuck it up. That would be the problem I have. So what are we going to do with it? $500 billion. That's enough to start a lot of businesses, a lot of factories, a lot of clothing lines. You see what I'm saying? And hire our people, hire our youth. Because guess what? If you look at any other race in this world, their youth don't have to go out of their community to find a job. The kids from the Jews don't have to go nowhere to find a job because they get it from the grown-ups in their community. The Chinese, they don't have to go anywhere to go get a job. Their youth. Koreans, the Arabs, white folks, all of them can stay within their community to get jobs and good education. But black kids, we got to go everywhere to get a fucking job and education. So if $500 billion can help us jumpstart us to get us to the place where we can start creating our own schools, our own hospitals, our own factories, our own everything. Why are you mad? Because Donald Trump said he'll give us $500 billion. Why Ice Cube got to be a coon when he went to both parties and Donald Trump is the one who answered the call? Not only answered the call, but replied and applying an action plan for black people in this country. I ain't got no problem with that, folks. I ain't got no problem with that. You got to learn how to play chess. You got to learn when you come to the table for a contract, 95% of the people you will cross that table with are not your friends, folks. They are the enemy. They are the opponent. That's how deals get done. Some of the richest people in the world are rich because they have to do deals with their opponent. They have to do deals with their enemy. This is business. Rich people strike up a deal on a golf course. They talk on a golf course. Did you know that? A golf course is where all major deals are being struck at, on a golf course. Why do you think Donald Trump got so many golf courses? Because he do deals with the enemies on the golf course. And when they come up with a deal, I'll have my people to draw up the contract. And some people that say, well, I have my people to draw up a proposal first on our conversation. We sign a proposal, and then we'll send it, and then we sign a proposal, then we'll send you a contract. And if you're like me, you're going to get these things after we could discuss what we before we discuss what we discuss. You're going to sign an NDA. That's a non-disclosure agreement. Second, we're going to have a discussion. When we come to terms with the discussion, then you're going to get a proposal based off the discussion that we had to make sure that everything in the proposal is exactly what we said. And then after you sign the proposal, then you're going to sign a contract. After you sign a contract, then you're going to sign an MOU. See, that's me. You're going to sign all of that shit with me. You're going to sign an MOU. Do you know what an MOU is, folks? An MOU is Memorandum of Understanding. That means that you understand the contract that was presented to you and you signed. So you can't go to court if you don't do your thing, you do what you're supposed to do with the contract. You can't go to court and say, I didn't understand the contract. No, you did understand the contract because we have the MOU right here. You signed the MOU, which states Memorandum of Understanding. You understood the contract that was presented. That's what you got to realize, folks. I hope you guys writing some of this shit down. NDA, non-disclosure agreement, conversation, proposal from the conversation, contract, and then MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. That's business, folks. Why do I do all this shit? Because I know the people sitting across the table from me don't have my best interest at heart. I don't care if they're a bigot. I don't care who they are, but they do not have my best interest at heart. So I got to protect myself 100% of the time. 95% of the people you meet are not who they say they are. So you got to do your contract. You got to do paperwork. You got to hold people accountable on paper in case you have to go to court. I hope this is making sense to y'all, man. That's facts. So I don't care if you look at Donald Trump as a enemy. I've been in 3 conferences with Donald Trump, twice in Charlotte, North Carolina, and once in San Diego. I know this guy. I've been in 3 conferences with him. The dude don't do shit without contracts. He got paper. Everything he does is on paper because he sees everybody as an enemy. He don't just see black people as no enemy. He see white people as an enemy. He don't give a shit, man. This dude is he's a shrewd businessman. If you want to be able to hang around and hang and stick to those type of people, when I say stick to, I'm not saying I'm talking about being on that level. You have to understand those 5 things, folks. Non-disclosure agreement, just conversation, proposal based off the conversation, contract, and then MOU. MOU. Memorandum of Understanding. That's what MOU is. I'm giving you facts, man. I hope you guys get this. I hope this is starting to make sense to you now. And you got to understand that Ice Cube has been doing contracts his whole life as an artist, a performing artist, a movie actor. And now he came out with the Big 3 basketball tournament. All that shit involves contracts. He had to do contracts with every single person he do business with. Every single person. Why? Because every single person he do business with does not have his best interest their best interest at heart. They don't. People come to you because they want something. They have an agenda that you don't know about. I don't care what your agenda is. I don't care if you say, well, I just want to hang around them because I'm trying to get this. I don't care what that is. But the bottom line is we're going to be on paper, Jack. 5 different pieces of paper. That's a fact. With 4 different pieces of paper, including with the 5th one being conversation. Got to understand that, folks. I got world-renowned. Let me tell you something. I have world-renowned speakers, not speakers, world-renowned scientists involved with this project that we're going to do overseas when we build this mega city, this smart city. Every single one of them. None of them signed a contract yet because they've all signed an NDA. We're not ready to do the contracts yet, but they signed an NDA. They signed a non-disclosure agreement. So we're talking. That's why I can't tell you stuff that I really, really know about this coronavirus stuff because we're on NDA. That's what I try to explain to you guys. I can give you all the proof in the world, and you'll be shocked to your toes. The stuff that I know about this coronavirus, the mask, all this bullshit. But I'm on the NDA because they got to protect themselves from the people who was doing the crooked shit. They can't have that shit leaked out. So we on the NDA for that reason, and we also on the NDAs because I don't want my project to be leaked out. Certain shit that I say is good, but there's shit that I don't want to leak out in terms of the technology that we're going to implement and stuff like that over there and other stuff. Who we have on our team, who's involved, what scientists are involved. All of that is on the NDA. And after we get started, once I take my plane over there, once I'm free to travel over there, and get this project started, they're going to set up my coded offshore account, bringing my team over. Then we got to look at office space. Once we get all that stuff ironed out and get started, the next phase is we done had a conversation. Then the next phase will be proposals. Okay, guys, I tell all my vendors, all my scientists, okay, guys, you already know the conversation we had. Now I want you to put everything in a proposal and send it to me for it to be signed. And once it's signed, I say, okay, I go through the proposal. Okay, I don't remember this conversation. Do you have notes of this? Okay, I remember now. Or this and that and the other. Do the proposals. I sign the proposals. Once the proposal is signed, it becomes a contract and sent back to me as a contract. After the contract is done, they might not do it, but I do it. I send out an MOU. Memorandum of Understanding, stating that you understand the contract. As a matter of fact, I send them both at the same time. I send you the contract along with the memorandum. Two separate documents you have to sign, whether it's on DocuSign or physical PDF that you print out and sign it and print it and all that, scan it and send it back, whichever way you do it. So I send you both. You get the contract and the MOU at the same time. So that lets me know that you understand the contract that was presented to you 100%. That's what the MOU is about. So you got to understand business side of stuff, folks. Start thinking like a business person and stop thinking like a fucking employee all the damn time. It's time. This is a new day. It's time for us to rise as black people. It's time for us to learn how to play chess in real life. Chess. I trust that Ice Cube went there and played chess with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a chess player. And if he went to Donald Trump and he got $500 billion out of Donald Trump for his next term, if he wins, I ain't mad at that. Only person who will get mad at that is the person who don't understand. And it's going to come a time where people ain't going to have time to try to get you to understand anymore. Because you won't do your own diligence. You won't get yourself smarter. You won't pick up a book. You watch the idiot box all goddamn day. You posting this stupid shit about people twice as young as you about their goddamn relationship and who broke up with who. Talking from fucking Cardi B. You 50-something years old worrying about fucking Cardi B. She ain't even 30 yet. What the fuck is going on in your head? Get our shit together, man. Stop trying to call people out because they make deal with the enemy. People make deals with the enemy all the damn time. All the time. And if you ain't a business owner, you've never owned a business before, open up a business and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. People are going to come to the table. They're going to want to do shit for you. They want to do deals for you. I have people who want me to come and speak. Okay, but these are my terms. First of all, we're going to sign an NDA. Because if it goes sour, ain't none of us is going to be trying to blast each other out on social media. We're going to sign an NDA first. After we sign the NDA, okay, let's have a conversation. After the conversation, all right, I'm going to send you a proposal of what I need in terms of me to speak at your organization. You get that. You understand it. You sign the proposal. Good. Now I'm going to send you a contract along with the MOU. I'm protected. I'm protected. The people on my team is protected. Everybody getting paid. But you got to understand that, folks. You got to understand the game of chess in real life. In real life. Am I making sense, y'all? Are y'all with me? Y'all feeling me? Am I making sense? That's the way it is, folks. I don't care who Ice Cube do a business with. I'm interested in the bottom line. I'm interested in the bottom line. If he did a deal with the Ku Klux Klan, and the Ku Klux Klan said they'd give us $500 billion, I ain't mad. Because I don't care about the Ku Klux Klan. I care about the bottom line. The people that's gentrifying you in your communities, black people, they only care about the bottom line. The bottom line. I want everybody, if you're watching me right now, this is what I want y'all to do. I want each and every one of you to type in the comments, I just want to know the bottom line. Or just type in bottom line in the comments. Type that in, bottom line. Type in bottom line. Come on, damn it. Type it in, bottom line. Because that's what you need. Bottom line. Y'all some people worrying about, oh, he gonna give us 500 million. Wait. You know, is he a racist or not? Is he really a racist? Who gives a fuck? Who the fuck cares? Give me that 500 billion. Let's get the fuck on out of here. Y'all pump faking. Pump faking. When I was doing deals in Waldorf Ford, doing deals with Waldorf Ford selling cars, and I knew I got out on a deal, and I showed him a bottom line that guy was satisfied with it, I hurried up and printed up the paperwork before he changed his mind. I was talking to one of the managers' name is Mike Lewis. Me and Mike Lewis say he was a manager. I always went to Mike Lewis with my deals as a manager because he always want to hold gross, and I'm about holding gross. And me and Mike said, I said, Mike, man, he just fell for this bottom line. Hurry up, put it on. Let's get this. Get him out of here. Get him in his truck. Put his truck in the wash bay. Let them wash it up. Let's go. Let's get him in the finance. Let them sign this paperwork. Hurry up. Let's get him out of here. Man, hurry up and get that fucking deal printed out with that bottom line that I just made on him. So you gotta understand, folks. It's about the bottom line, man. About the bottom line. So that's all I got for you guys today, man. Okay. Brother Jap said he had a question. What's your question, brother? What's your question, Brother Jap? Jap known me ever since I was like 18, 19, 20 years old, man. I was a lead rapper for this band called Truth Band, and we was cranking. We was like the youngest band with a horn section. Had a horn section, and we had a female trumpet player. Man, I missed your question, Brother Jap. I'm gonna tell you what, man. Hit me in my inbox. I'll give you my number, man, so we can rap. All right. So, folks, I hope this has been helpful to you guys. You know, the rest of you guys, put that in the comments, man. Finish putting it in there. Bottom line. That's what we need to be focusing on, our bottom line. I don't care who gave us $500 billion. Do your research. Look up Ice Cube on YouTube. Look him up on YouTube. Look up don't go by all the articles. Some of the articles is just going to knock the fact that he made a deal with Republicans. So most of the media is biased Democrat media. So don't just go by that. You got to listen. You got to also look at this shit. You also got to look at the stuff that the people you're not comfortable with are putting out there as well. You got to look at both sides. See, no matter how flat you cook a pancake, it would always have two sides. And also, you got to understand this: left wing, right wing. It's the same bird. So you got to understand that, folks. You got to understand how to do deals on both sides of the spectrum, not just one side. Black folks, it's time for us to start getting some business school lessons. It's time for us to start going to seminars. You see what I'm saying? When you see them little seminar programs come up, you need to start changing your thinking habits. Learn how the rich are thinking. And you wonder why you always lose every time you come up to those type of people. Why you got to keep living in the rundown neighborhoods? And the people who are rich, they own the property. They don't want to fix it up, but they're gonna keep making millions of dollars off of you. Why? Why that shit keep happening, folks? See, you got Democrats that's practically running those areas where poor black people are living. Mostly Democrats are running that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Republicans don't deal with no shit like that. They're not gonna have no rundown shit. You might get mad at them for cleaning it up, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't give a fuck. They're gonna tell you to get your ass up and get on your horse. But all this rundown shit is basically Democratic ran shit. Towns, cities, states. All them fucking riots that was going on. Antifa up there throwing bricks and shit. They put up pallets of bricks for Antifa to come out there and pick up a brick and throw it and destroy the cities. Those are Democratic ran cities. That wasn't Republican. Republican, I'm gonna tell you, Republicans would have put that shit. They would have put that in the bud. They'd have nipped that in the bud real quick. See, those Democratic ran cities allowing that to happen, and then tell you don't come in there and arrest nobody because they were protesting peacefully. No, they wasn't. They were terrorizing the goddamn malls and all kinds of shit. Y'all seen it? Come on, man. Stop thinking like a business owner. Stop thinking like you own something, and stop thinking like a renter. Stop thinking like an owner. A business person, a business owner, a shrewd businessman. And don't take no shit when it comes to business, folks. You gotta change our thinking, man. See, poor people will sit back and get mad at Ice Cube. A businessman understands. A businessman understands. You don't see a lot of black business people getting mad at him for that. They know exactly what's going on. Oh, if you're gonna give us $500 billion, we can put him on contract. Put his foot to the fire. Come on, hurry up and get this money, y'all. Let's get up out of here. Come on. Before he realized what he just did. See, y'all ain't thinking. Y'all ain't thinking. Come on, y'all hurry up and get up out of here before he had buyer's remorse. Come on, folks. I love y'all, man. I want all of us to do well. I don't want to see us lying on one another, falsely accusing each other of rape and all that bullshit, man. We need to stop this type shit. We need to come together and get this money. We need to get this land. Stop going hard on one another on YouTube. You know, you see a lot of people going hard on Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson is going hard back on somebody else on YouTube. A couple of years ago, Roland Martin had Dr. Umar on his show, and he had like three or four different other panelists sitting on his show, ready to chew Dr. Umar up. Now, why we do shit like that? Why? Why? I love you too, brother Jack. Love all of you. So why do we do this, man? I mean, you go on, look up black folks trying to educate on YouTube, and you gonna see black folks ain't really educating. They just knocking each other. They're knocking each other. Why are we doing this, man? Why? Everybody don't have the same knowledge. Everybody don't have the same vision. Everybody don't have the same agenda. But as long as the agenda is to try to uplift our own people, then leave them people alone and let them do it their way. You do it your way. We're too busy sitting on the sideline, folks. We're too busy sitting on the sideline. One getting mad because this man struck a deal with Donald Trump. If it's on paper, it's on contract, and he committing $500 billion into the black community, get that money. Let's get the fuck out of here before he realized he just did that shit. Come on, man. Are y'all using, see, let me tell you something about capitalism. Tell you something about see, the left media taught you guys to hate capitalism. I'm gonna tell you what Dr. Dennis Kimbrough said about capitalism. And he's right. He's spot on. Capitalism is not a dirty word. All capitalism means is that everything is for sale. Everything's for sale. If you take the word capitalism, what is the, if you break it down to derivative, what is the derivative of the word capitalism? The Latin derivative, it's a Latin derivative of capitalism, is called caput. Look it up. C-A-T-U-P. Caput. I'm sorry, C-A-P-U-T. Caput. What does caput mean in Latin? It means head. So in order for you to do well in a capitalist society, you must use your what? Your head. Folks, I'm tired of educating y'all, man, and y'all ain't hearing me out. Hey, how you doing, Erica? Erica is watching now from YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Erica. I hope this is helpful to you. I hope this is helpful to you. So with that being said, folks, I got to get up out of here. What time is it? 5:36. I got some shit to do. I got some books to read. I got 2 books. I'm gonna show you guys my two books that just came in. Hold a second. Hold on a second.
So we got 4 more AC units here.
All right, folks. This is what just came in. I just got these. Came in a few days ago. So you guys can see it. Unsupported truth about COVID-19 and lockdowns. Unreported truths. So I just got this in. I haven't started on it yet. I've been busy, but I'm about to start on this. And this is the second book. It's the same book, but this is part 2. See, it comes in 2. It comes 2 books. Part 1 and part 2. Part 1 and part 2. So I highly encourage you guys to look into these. Look into them. Look into it. You got to read, man. If you want to really find some good research, you got to spend some money. You got to spend some money. All right, Jap, I'll let you know when my next speaking gig. It's been kind of slow because of COVID, but I'll let you know, brother. I'll be posting it up and everything like that, you know. But I'm not in DC no more. I'm in Florida now. I moved to Florida 6 years ago. But next time, but we are going to have a conference in DC though. We're going to have a wealth summit in DC pretty soon. Okay. Yeah, Erica, you missed a lot. You missed a lot, Erica. I put it down for y'all. Man, I've been here about an hour now. It's been an hour already. 3 minutes before an hour. So with that being said, folks, I want you to do me a favor. Share this video. It's going to piss some people off, but you're going to have some people who's going to get it, right? So with that being said, share the video. Do a watch party. Do whatever. I don't care what you do. Share it. Because if it didn't help you, it helps somebody that you know. All right. So with that being said, I want you to do me one bigger favor. And that is to sing like no one can hear you, dance like no one can see you, love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth. I'm Jay Hunter Lee. I love you, and the world needs you. So stop that damn texting and driving. Peace and blessings, folks. See you soon.